Garfield, First Blood. A tale of adventure, passion and romances. It was a sunny day when Garfield was practicing Taiji on the rooftop to harness his inner strength when he heard panic. "Garfield, there is panic," said John Arbuckle. "Stop behaving like woman, John Arbuckle. What is the matter?" scolded Garfield as he put on his members-only jacket. "Natalie Portman has been kidnapped. You must come to the rescue," said John Arbuckle with bone-chilled eyes. "What?" said Garfield as he bolted down the stairs with speed of a buffalo horde. Garfield switched on the TV showing Natalie Portman taken captive by vampire gangsters. "Help, Garfield. I am being taken captive by vampire gangsters," cried Natalie Portman hysterically. "Ha ha, Garfield. We demand the blood bank of USA give us 600 million gallons of blood, all in $100 bills, or else we will be making evening breakfast out of Natalie Portman," said the head vampire gangster with menace. "The only deposit being made will be yours," said Garfield with triumph, while shooting the TV in anger with his Desert Eagle. "Garfield, what will you do?" asked John Arbuckle with audacity. "A man must do what he must do. I will rescue Natalie Portman with these hands," said Garfield, fist clenched with justice. Garfield strutted to his closet where he took his stake-firing machine gun. He then hopped into his all-American four-wheeled pickup truck. "Garfield, let me come with you," said John Arbuckle with intent. "No, you must stay. If I do not return in 24 hours, call Tiger Woods." "Timely joke. That was a timely joke, Garfield," said John Arbuckle, getting his joke. Garfield then drove off into the thickness of summer night, determined to deliver justice through personal delivery. When driving, Garfield turned on the radio for inspirational music. "Here is inspirational music for Garfield so that he may save the day again," said the DJ. The DJ started playing heart-thumping rocking music to pump Garfield up. "This is the beat to my groove," said Garfield as he let himself get pumped. As Garfield drove, he saw a kid taking drugs and ruining his life. Garfield was enraged by the waste of the youth and ran him over with his pickup truck. "Drugs are for dopes. Go back to education," said Garfield. "Yes, you are right, Garfield," said the kid, who stopped doing drugs and went back to school for degrees. Garfield then arrived at the vampire warehouse where the vampire gangsters held their Natalie Portman. Garfield notices there was a vampire gangster guarding the entrance. "Oh, no, it's Garfield. I must make alarm," said the vampire gangster. "The only alarm you will be making is in hell," said Garfield as he shot the vampire gangster in the chest with his Desert Eagle. "Ha, Garfield. Vampires can only be killed with stakes and suns," said the vampire gangster. "Fool, my bullets are made of suns," said Garfield with astrophysics. "Oh no, I am dead," said the stupid vampire gangster as he burned away. Garfield lit a cigarette on the burning vampire and continued his mission. During exploration, Garfield encountered 2 other vampire gangsters guarding a room. "Here is a prime rib meal ready for serving," quipped Garfield as he shot the vampire gangsters to their deaths with his stake gun. Garfield then bursted into the room, seeing the Natalie Portman captured with the menacing vampire gangster leader her at her side. "Ha ha, Garfield, you have entered a trap. Look around, you are surrounded," said the vampire gangster leader. Garfield looked around him, seeing vampire gangsters all around, closing in, when Garfield heard a familiar voice. Ameku. John Arbuckle crashed in from the ceiling with his 2 golden revolvers deftly firing all around at the vampire gangsters. "Thank you for my backup, John Arbuckle. I was in a pit of danger," said Garfield with sternness. "No problem. You have gotten me out of more jam than I can remember," said John Arbuckle. "The jig is up, vampire gangster. Time to face the face of justice," said Garfield with justice coming out of his eyes and ears. "Oh no, Garfield, I have a terrible secret to unveil," said the vampire gangster as he ripped off his face to reveal that he was really Odie. "Odie, how could you?" said John Arbuckle. "After all the adventure and bonding we shared, you have fallen into criminality?" said Garfield with disappointment. "Yes, Garfield, I am tired of you having all the glory and women. No more this time. The glory and women will be my own," said Odie with bitter triumph. "Odie, I thought you were a man, but you are just a mutt," said Garfield with sadness in his heart. "You do not have the heart to kill me, Garfield, so say your goodbyes to your precious Natalie Portman," leered Odie with evil. "You are forgetting one thing, Odie. You may have drawn first blood, but I always draw last," said Garfield with cool style as he shot Odie with his Desert Eagle. "No," said Odie as he staggered and fell out of the window into acid. Garfield went to the tied-up Natalie Portman and freed her swiftly. "Thank you, Garfield, I am forever in debt," said Natalie Portman with love to Garfield. "No problem, babe, I like chewing space balls. Now let's dance a sexy tango," said Garfield. "Thank you for complimenting my acting," said Natalie Portman with gratitude. So after Garfield's gracious compliments, they both danced a sexy tango and got all tense. "Wow, Garfield, you are a great dancer. Are you doing anything tonight?" said Natalie Portman. "I am now. I will take to 4 stars restaurant called Olive Garden. It has food of one-of-a-kind taste," said Garfield with class. "That sounds delicious and romantic," said Natalie Portman with romance on her mind. With these words, Garfield and Natalie Portman rode to Olive Garden on a black stallion with wind flowing through their hair. The end. Author's note: if Natalie Portman is reading this and would like to date me, that would be okay. Garfield, First Blood Part 2, The Legend of the Warrior of the Forever Fist. It was a bright morning full of rain and sun when Natalie Portman was doing her acting. "These are my words and my motions are full of emotion," said Natalie Portman with acting excellence. "This is Oscar-winning performance," said the director with compliments. "Thank you, I am 4-star actress," said Natalie Portman with thanks. Then all of a sudden out of mist Ashton Kutcher appeared with sinister plans. "Ha ha, Natalie Portman, you will star in me with movies and be forever mine." Then I will have immortality, cackled Ashton Kutcher with evil. No, Ashton Kutcher, I will not give in to your evil, cried out Natalie Portman in defiance. Ha, you have no say in this. You are my prisoner. Behold force field, said Ashton Kutcher as he summoned a force field prison to capture Natalie Portman. Now to my studio lair where we will star in movies together, declared Ashton Kutcher with evil as he left with imprisoned Natalie Portman. Meanwhile, Garfield was riding alone on All-American Highway on his custom Harley-Davidson motorcycle, rocking out to Dio turned up to maximum volume. Time to train the muscles, said Garfield as he pulled into a gym for training. Garfield went to the punching bag for punching practice. It was punching bag made of diamond and steel, so it can take his super punches, which are like force of nature. I am fist, mighty with speed, Garfield said as he punched the punching bag. As Garfield practiced his punches, news reports came on the TV. This just in. Ashton Kutcher has tweeted he has kidnapped Natalie Portman for evil movies. If only a hero was man enough to save her, said the newsman with reporting indignities, roared Garfield as he punched the punching bag in half with ease at the anger of the reporting. Garfield waltzed out of gym in quest to rescue Natalie Portman with his manly power. Outside of gym, Garfield was confronted with thugs. Ha ha, Garfield, we were sent by Ashton Kutcher to be putting stop to you. Now is the time for endings, said the thugs with arrogant laughs. The only thing being stopped is your life. Eat fist, roared Garfield with anger. The thugs then attacked Garfield with foolishness. One thug swung a chain at him, the other hit him with a baseball bat, but it was no use. They bounced off Garfield's muscles like rubber ball on a donkey. What? Cried out the thugs in shocking disbelief. My turn, miscreants, said Garfield as he lifted one thug above his head. Time to make a wish, said Garfield as he snapped the thug in two. After the thug snapping, Garfield turned to other thug with vengeance. Garfield, please spare my life, I am poor starving man, said the thug with begging. Starve on my fist, said Garfield as he punched the thug's stomach out. Garfield then hopped on his custom Harley-Davidson motorcycle and revved the engines to rescue the Natalie Portman. Ashton Kutcher, I hope your heart is in good health, because I am going to rip it out of your chest, Garfield said as he put his shades on and rode off for rescue. As Garfield rode, a tractor-trailer truck filled with lasagna drove beside him. Lasagna, feed my body and soul. Give me strength to rescue ladies in danger, Garfield said as he looked to the truck. Lasagna burst out of truck to feed Garfield and entered his mouth for eating, filling Garfield's muscular body with power and energy. Thank you, Lasagna, you are now part of me, Garfield said with gratitude to Lasagna. In the distance, Garfield spotted trouble. It was a tank filled with vile minions of Ashton Kutcher. Behold, Garfield, our beast of iron and metal. You ride ends here, Garfield, for we are righteous, said the tank commander with taunts. At villain's petty taunts, Garfield laughed with scoffing. He turned on his Dio beyond maximum volume and glared at foolish tank with fiery eyes. "Rust in peace, Iron Beast," Garfield said to the tank as he rode right through the tank at laser speed, splitting it in half. Meanwhile, in Ashton Kutcher's demon lair, evil was brewing in hearts of men. Ashton Kutcher was sitting on his throne dressed like Wicked Sultan, while Natalie Portman was chained to the wall. "Ha ha, Natalie Portman, you are mine on this midnight hour. All of your hope should be abandoned, for I am your new master," cackled Ashton Kutcher with evil. "No, Garfield will save me, for he is true hero of man," Natalie Portman said with hope. "Ho ho, not even Garfield's manliness can save you now. We will star in movies and make eons of money," declared Ashton Kutcher with maniac laughing. "Garfield, please come, I need you," Natalie Portman said with longing. Meanwhile, Garfield was riding the lonely road of the hero with hair blowing through wind like wet lasagna in a fan. In the distance, Garfield saw Ashton Kutcher's palace of pain and evil. It was an island surrounded by lava and crocodiles. There seemed no way, but Garfield never gives up, never surrenders. "Time to do the sky bird," Garfield declared as he pulled out his lasagna glider and glided to island of Ashton Kutcher. Garfield crashed into room full of Ashton Kutcher's loyal guards who would fight in his name to the deaths, but Garfield was not afraid. "I heard there was party, so I stopped by. Do not worry, I am polite guest. Here are some presents," quipped Garfield as she took out his Desert Eagles and fired at guard scum. "My goodie bag will be your beating heart, Ashton Kutcher," Garfield shouted with adrenaline pumping. Garfield searched Ashton Kutcher's palace, mowing down guards wherever he saw with no mercy. He then came upon doors to Ashton Kutcher's throne room, but it was sealed with evil power and locks. But Garfield blew it open with ease like Big Bad Wolf blowing down straw houses. "I am here for the Natalie Portman and for your head on stick," Garfield roared upon entering Ashton Kutcher's throne room. Inside room, Garfield saw Natalie Portman chained in imprisonment and Ashton Kutcher sitting on throne. "Ha ha, Garfield, I have been waiting for you. Not even you can be stopping me now," Ashton Kutcher cackled with evil. "Silence, you Sultan of Sin. Your time is ending near," Garfield responded with angry vocals. "Garfield, I had enough of your words. Time for fiery doom. Meet the dragon," Ashton Kutcher said as he whistled for his dragon. At Ashton Kutcher's whistling, a four-headed dragon appeared with fire breathing and roars. "Enjoy your just desserts," Ashton Kutcher cackled as he fled like a little girl. "Ha ha, Garfield. I am hoping you brought your bib, because I am going to be smoking you like a ham," growled the evil four-headed dragon. "I have no time for dragon distraction," fumed Garfield with frustration. All hope seemed to be in fire, but then familiar voice was heard by all. "Ameku." It was John Arbuckle flying in on jetpack, rearing for fighting. "Do not worry, I will take care of this lizard. You must go after Ashton Kutcher," said John Arbuckle with support. "Thank you, John Arbuckle, you are my jetpack backup," Garfield said with gratitude. Garfield went after Ashton Kutcher as John Arbuckle battled Dragon with Mystic Blade. "Okay, Dragon Boy, let's do this," John Arbuckle said as he drew his mystic katana. Meanwhile, Garfield was chasing down Ashton Kutcher with justice on mind and in fist. He finally cornered Ashton Kutcher against wall. "You are at the end of your highway and it is time to pay the toll, man," said Garfield with eyes glaring. "Ha ha, Garfield, it is too late. Natalie Portman's soul is mine and my life will be immortal," Ashton Kutcher declared with vile grin. "Fool, your life is short, but my fist is forever," Garfield roared as he charged inner power to max and sent fists flying at Ashton Kutcher at earthquake speed, making him supernova. "No!" cried out Ashton Kutcher as he supernovaed. "Your career just exploded," quipped Garfield with cleverness. "Thank you, Garfield, you saved me again," thanked Natalie Portman with joyful words. "No problem, honey babes. I cannot stand seeing ladies kidnapped," Garfield said as he helped Natalie Portman up. "Good work, Garfield. You saved day again," said a approaching voice. It was John Arbuckle. He was holding dragon's heads in his hands. "Yes, John Arbuckle, I think it is time for celebration," said Garfield in response. "Yes, Garfield, we should perform our hit new song for Natalie Portman's music enjoyment," John Arbuckle suggested with good ideas as he took out his electric guitar for jamming. "Yes, here is our new song, Lover and Fighter Man, from album of same name. Old people with diseases should beware of dangerous rocking," said Garfield as he took out his mic ready for rocking. John Arbuckle began powerful chords of playing while Garfield began to sing with mighty rocking voice. "I am real man, hard like steel, always hungry for lasagna meal. Busting heads, winning every fight. Need to see you naked tonight. I am a lover and fighter man, not a loser and crier man. Baby, bake me egg in a fryer pan, because I am a lover and fighter man. Every day I am punching and kicking. When I come home I want you for licking. Stupid thugs, their heads I crack, but you I want to rub my back. I am a lover and fighter man, not a loser and crier man. I want to spank you until you tan, because I am a lover and fighter man." John Arbuckle then began shredding like madman with guitar solo. "Ameku!" shouted John Arbuckle as flames and lightning burst out of his guitar. After amazing guitar solo, Garfield began to sing again. "I am the champ in the ring. In the bedroom I am king. Bashing villains until they groan. Loving ladies until they moan. I am a lover and fighter man, not a loser and crier man. I will make you fly like Peter Pan, because I am a lover and fighter man." Natalie Portman screamed and clapped in excitement at the rocking concert. She ran to Garfield with love in her eyes. "Garfield, you are a rock star stud muffin. But now I want you to play me like an electric guitar and make me wail," Natalie Portman said with desire. "Sure thing, sugar bits. I have a concert in my pants and you have first row tickets," Garfield said with flirty words. "Let us go on stage and make music." said Natalie Portman as she led Garfield to her bedroom. Garfield and Natalie Portman went on her bed and embraced for lovemakings. They rubbed each other with oil and perfume and touched each other all over. Their bodies then joined like peanut butter and jelly and created delicious loving all night long. The end. Author's note: congratulations to Natalie Portman for her pregnancies. Please beware and do not let Ashton Kutcher kidnap your babies. Also, I am still single, so it is still okay if you would like to date me.